All right, this is to all of my fellow Goldwing owners, particularly those owners of the GL1500, which I happen to just think is the greatest bike in the world, but my opinion might be a little biased too. There's some great bikes out there. I said I was going to do this for a while now. I was going to make a video and kind of show off what I've done a little bit since I've got it. I bought this bike back in late April, early May, right at the early onset of summer. Kind of graduated up to it from a Yamaha V-Star, which I gotta say was an excellent bike. Was my first cruiser, and I had that bike for a while. Got a chance to learn on it, did some really good riding on it, but when I was ready to start and kind of step it up and take some longer trips and everything else, kind of wanted the bigger touring bike, and this one I found for a steal of a deal. The guy pretty much kept everything stock. I mean, it was a 98. The radio was stock. It had the original speakers in it and everything else, which you can imagine after 23 years just didn't sound very good. It's my opinion that the head units, the original head units on these are pretty crappy anyway. So 23 years later, you can only imagine they don't sound that great. So I started with the head unit, kind of getting an upgrade going there. I chose the Rockford Fosgate, which you can find this model on Amazon. I gotta say, looks like the PMX-2 is the unit number. I'm not really big on model numbers, but the brand name is the Rockford Fosgate. If you look on Amazon or eBay and go marine audio, head units and go Rockford Fosgate, this one's gonna pop up. It's gonna be near the top of the list. It does cost a little bit more, than I wanted to spend, but I'm really happy I spent the money. The first one, I bought a cheaper off-brand, and when I got it, it didn't even work. So I ended up spending the extra money to get the Rockford. Haven't had a complaint ever since. Let's see. The other thing, a buddy of mine gave me a set of 3-inch tweeters. This, in my mind, is really kind of what set everything off. Gave me all the sound that I was looking for. After I added the sub and I changed the 4-inch speakers here. The 4 inches are a kicker. Again, I'm not sure the model number, but if you, again, I'm a big Amazon and eBay guy. I did kicker 4-inch speakers all the way around, and they're excellent. I think they were about 80 bucks a pair. These were the tweeters were relatively inexpensive too. And installed them by cutting a hole into the hard covers here, and you see that on the left side is where I got the other hard cover. I know these, they don't come. Any GL1500 owner knows that these don't come stock with the bike. They come with a leather cover. I bought this one on, I think, Cycle Max or something like that for like 50 bucks or whatever, which I think is a sham. 50 bucks for a piece of plastic, but it all works together in the end. My LED strips, my light strips, I think I have 14 going all the way around, either 14 or 16, I can't remember. But I don't like to have remotes, a bunch of different stuff on my keychain. I try to travel as light as possible. So I super glued these right here on a nice hot summer day. I'm talking about like 95 plus degrees outside, and they baked on here. They're not going anywhere. And that kind of gives me my LED control. There's about 17 or 18 different colors and settings that I can do with them, but honestly, I go for functionality more than style, and so these are 2 LED strips here that I put in the front of the windshield, along with underneath the nose. They really light up the street for me at night. Creates kind of a bubble for me. It lets me be able to see anything. In the back, I set them to red to go with my brake lights. It just, like I said, for me, it's functionality. When I'm stopped and hanging out with some friends, I might throw on a strobe or a different color or whatever. But when I'm riding, I set white in the front, red in the back. Let me think. In the trunk, this is a powered subwoofer. It has its own amp in it, and it's the Rockville 10-inch one. Again, not terribly expensive, about $100 on Amazon. Ran the wires as neat and clean as it could through the trunk, under the seat, and all that good stuff. It gives me a really good sound without it being overbearing. I don't have a whole lot of rattling going on and everything else. And the thing that I really like it, I'm gonna go over here real quick. I'm in my garage. This is my helmet. As you can see, it's a full helmet, or 3/4 anyway. But that's a full helmet. And if I lay that helmet in here in the trunk and close it, you can see the trunk is 100% closed. So the sub doesn't take up that much space at all. I can still carry a full helmet in my trunk with no problems at all. Let's set him down for a minute. People ask me all the time about the pianos. I'm an accomplished pianist and worship leader in my church, and so this just is a personal touch for me. Had a pinstripe artist do it. Came out pretty cool, I think, and it definitely identifies this as being Derrick's bike. Anybody who knows me knows that I love music. The tweeters that I have, I have powered by Boss Audio, the Riot 1004. It's just a 400 watt amp, but gives me plenty of power because, like I said, the only thing running to it are the tweeters. The 4-inch speakers are powered by the head unit, which kind of has its own amp going on, and so that was an easy upgrade. A lot of good sound coming from there. So I have highs, mids, and lows. Couldn't have asked for a better sound or cleaner install. Some of the work I did myself, and some of it I have a couple of wonderful friends who helped me out. That's pretty much my audio upgrade on my GL1500, and also my light setup. Just said I wanted to kind of show you all this. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get on here before the music police pull me over, but we'll give it a chance here. Too long because I don't own the rights to the music, and it seems like everybody's sensitive about that kind of stuff these days. So that's my install. That's what I did to upgrade the audio on my GL1500. Hope it helped some people. Hope you enjoyed it. Positive feedback only, as I don't do negativity all like that. You just get blocked. no real biggie for me. But either way, hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, you can drop me a line, and I'll try to get back to you when I can. Thanks.